Good morning! It's Saturday and I just filled up on fuel. But I'm honestly not feeling great. I've got a headache and I'm completely exhausted. Work was brutal this week. We were short one driver, so I ended up doing 11-hour days. Last night I slept in a driveway again. It's been my spot for the past 2 months because it's super close to work. The owners don't live there anymore. They are prepping the house for sale. They even offered me to stay inside the house, but I said the driveway is more than enough. No, I'm not crying. The morning sun is just too much for my little vampire eyes. That house will be sold soon though, so I will be back out in the wild before long though. I wish I could sleep in on the weekends, but ever since I got older, I just can't. I wake up before 7 no matter what. ChatGPT told me to try magnesium before bed, so I'm heading to the shopping center to get some, and also to use their toilet and brush my teeth. I was planning to film a different video this weekend, but I'm just too drained. I'm honestly overwhelmed by how well the last video did. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting. I haven't managed to reply to everyone yet, but please know I really appreciate it. Also, apparently, someone made a fake profile pretending to be me and started replying to your comments. Wow, is the channel really that big already? Please don't call any numbers they post. I have blocked them, but just in case they come back, that's definitely not me. I ended up getting the magnesium powder for sleep, grabbed some avocados and picked up a few avocado sushi rolls. Because let's be real, I don't have the energy to cook today. Now here I am unimpressed by how long it took my van to start. That's not normal. I headed to the jetty for a slow morning walk, hoping it would help my headache. My favorite parking spot was taken. Rude. So I had to settle for this one. Now that the car has warmed up, it's finally time to change out of my pajamas. Also, might be time to say goodbye to this bracelet I got at the pool on Thursday. I ran into a local guy I sometimes chat with around here, and we went for a walk together.
You can pretty much do what you needed to do. I'm not allowed to have roosters now, so...
No dolphins today. The fishermen said they were here earlier though. Back in the van, it's cleanup time. The place always gets messy after a busy work week. I need to find space for my cacao-stash. There is a global shortage. And when I spotted the last 3 packs at Woolies, of course I grabbed them all. At this point I can't even sit down until I clean up. My swimsuit is still wet, so I hang that up, packed the food away, and got ready to make my usual breakfast smoothie. This soy milk I'm using has been open for 5 days, at room temperature. Normally I would toss it, but it's winter, so I gambled, and it actually tastes fine. I recently got a new tap for my sink. I thought it would be angled, but it just flows straight down, which is no good for washing hands or dishes. So off to Bunnings I went, grabbed a few bits, and ta-da! It works now. The old one had a spout that wouldn't stay on and kept leaking. I had to zip tie it. I wanted to take it to work, where our kitchen tap doesn't even function. But now I'm not sure which one to keep. They both look a little ridiculous now. I know it's not my job to fix stuff at work, but I'm sick of not being able to rinse a tomato or my lunch container. I like the job, but in terms of facilities for workers, it's probably the worst I have ever had. I mean, I wish I could just leave my boots and uniform at work instead of hauling it around in my van, where I already have very little space. Anyway, back to my smoothie. Same as always, bananas, soy milk, cacao, cinnamon and peanut butter. After brekkie, I did the dishes and finally made my bed. What time is it? 11? Testing the taps used all my water, so I had to top it up. Sometimes I take the whole container out, but today I couldn't be bothered. I gathered my laundry and put it away. I have been putting off doing laundry week after week. Maybe one day I will finish early enough to do it after work, instead of wasting part of my weekend on more chores. Then I texted a Czech friend in New Zealand I hadn't talked to in ages, and replied to some of your lovely comments. Tried to take a nap, but that didn't happen. So I changed my pillowcases instead, since I'm clearly not doing laundry. I ate the sushi rolls, even though I wasn't hungry. I had to force them down. This is what they look like here in Australia. Kind of perfect for lazy days. No chopsticks needed. I decided to drive out to the campground I stayed at last weekend. I just needed a bit of nature to recharge. It's $15 a night per person, which I think is fair. I like pricing per person. Way better than paying $60 at a caravan park. What do I care if there can be up to 4 people, when it's just me, myself and I? Honestly, someone should make an app where solo travelers or couples can link up to share sites and split the cost. I was so happy my favorite spot was still free. I played some ukulele. Took my B12. Probably overdue. I'm terrible at taking supplements regularly, which is why I get 1000 micrograms, so that I don't have to take it that often. The only thing I was consistent with was painkillers after getting my tooth ripped out last week. Maybe that's part of why I feel so drained, still recovering. I went for a walk again. This time I made sure to actually see the water, something I skipped last time. You can spot dolphins here fairly often, so maybe I will try again tomorrow morning. Check out this massive tree. I'm not a tree hugger, but I was hoping it might give me a bit of energy. I finally took the magnesium powder, which I mixed with the last bit of drinking water I borrowed from work. Only then I realized I'm almost out of drinking water entirely. Whoopsie! And yes, that face says it all. The powder tastes disgusting. Definitely regretting not buying the pill version. But hey, it was over $70, so I will be forcing this stuff down for at least a month. Yippee! And did the magnesium work? Well, here I am, getting out of the van at 7 a.m. But to be fair, I do feel much better than yesterday. I went to the bathroom, then wandered off to check for dolphins. But it's so miserable. Even they decided to stay home today. I came back soaked, wet as a mouse, and made myself a coffee. Inside the van this time. Don't worry, The windows are cracked open. I'm not dying today. People often ask vanlifers, what do you do in weather like this? Are you kidding me? You are telling me I can stay in bed all day, read books, watch movies, and not feel guilty about it? Yes, please. I think today I will binge watch Star Wars. When life gives you lemons, make some lemonade. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.